Bitcoin is breaking out right now, and while this is happening, Bitcoin is approaching the most important resistance of this entire trend. And in this exact video, I will be talking about this resistance, the low volume range, but more importantly, this Wednesday, we will be having an FOMC meeting, and there is still a lot of uncertainty whether it is going to be no interest rate hike at all, or whether it's going to be a 25 basis point hike. And due to this, I am expecting massive volatility this week. So make sure to watch this video till the end. It's going to be absolutely crucial to be watching, and we'll be talking about my trade order that I still have set up and much more important stuff that currently is happening in the market. So don't forget to once again snap up that like button. Can we once again smash a back above 700? That will be absolutely incredible. And with that being said, let me first of all start with looking at the imminent short term at this bull flag that Bitcoin created yesterday. You can see Bitcoin broke out of the bull flag, and ever since we broke out, we actually already have been reaching the price target on the top side. What is definitely a very good thing to see. The price target was around 28.4 to 28.3k, and this is also exactly the target that we reached. You can see actually, if I'm looking at the 3-day time frame for Bitcoin, is that the 28.5 to 28.4k is actually this very important previous big support range that also provided significant amounts of support while the Luna crash was here. And right now we're testing it. So we are at very critical resistance, and usually we do not tend to be breaking above these kinds of resistances in just one go, and usually it tends to provide a significant amount of resistance. To be very honest, I think it's going to be very hard to break above such kind of a big level of resistance. So I'm going to keep my eyes wide open on this level. If we do break above it, I will be definitely very bullish on Bitcoin. But as long as we're not breaking above it, I will be providing and looking and approaching it as significant resistance, and it will be likely that Bitcoin actually is going to see a rejection from off that level. Of course, we do know the reason why Bitcoin is pumping is due to the Federal Reserve printing more money and bailing out banks. And if you didn't know already, if you missed my video from 2 days ago, the Federal Reserve is on course to print $2 trillion into the coming 12 months, what will increase their balance sheets once again towards a new all-time high, and what will most certainly provide a new bull run for Bitcoin. Because if you look at the previous bear market for Bitcoin, the bear market really got confirmed due to the fact that the Federal Reserve was printing money. Because yeah, if there's more money in circulation and the circulation of Bitcoin stays the same, of course, Bitcoin is going to go up in value, because yeah, money is going to get less valuable, so people are probably going to move their funds to Bitcoin. So that is what I want to be saying here. I think due to the fact that the Federal Reserve is starting to print money again, it is actually kickstarting a whole new bull run in the cryptocurrency industry. So that is definitely a very good thing here. I still got my long order up around 25.2k. If Bitcoin were to come down, I am still planning to long the 25.2k, and I am actually planning to scale in towards this trade significantly. So if Bitcoin still comes down, still going to long the 25.2k. Why 25.2k? Because 25.2k is exactly this previous support zone, big resistance right here. And like you know, previous resistance flips into support if you break above it. So this will be most certainly a big level of interest if we're going to come down for Bitcoin. So I still got my orders set up, and I'm waiting for this order to get filled up here. So this Wednesday also we will have the FOMC meeting, and with the FOMC meeting we will know what the next interest rate hike decision is going to be for the Federal Reserve. Like we do know from the Federal Reserve, they always tend to hike interest rates till something breaks. And right now, 2 banks in the US already got bailed out, and more than 150 billion US dollars in recovery funds was also sent to other banks. So yeah, we can clearly see that the banking industry is currently failing. So for the first time, we're pricing in that there's not going to be an interest rate at all. Currently, 37.3% of the market is pricing in that there's going to be no interest rate hike at all, and 62% is going to be pricing in that there's going to be a 25 basis point hike. And since we're right in 2 days away and we're still not very certain what is going to be happening, if something happens, whether it's going to be the interest rate hike or whether it's going to be the no interest rate hike, it's going to be volatile for Bitcoin, up or down. So it's going to be a very good trading opportunity in my opinion. If it's going to be no interest rate hike at all, so they're basically going to confirm the pivot, what they are actually already doing due to the fact that they're printing more money. But if they won't hike the rates, it's going to cause a significant rally across all markets. So that is going to be a very good thing here in my opinion. I'm definitely loving to see that if that's going to be happening. So this Wednesday I will be live streaming it, and into tomorrow probably into the beginning of Wednesday as well, we will probably start to see more clarity about where this is actually going to come in at. But currently, it is still very uncertain. And you can see we're currently only exactly, let me say this correctly, and approximately 2 days and 12 hours away from this event. And it's going to be extremely important. It's going to be extremely volatile. I will be also exactly live stream this event. So make sure to subscribe to the channel right now to stay up to date about that one. It's going to be a very volatile day, and it will be providing us some very good trading opportunities for Bitcoin. You can see also in terms of the daily horizontal trend, we're currently, ever since we broke above 25k here, we basically saw the continuation up like we've been expected. And currently we're running in towards the next level of resistance that's trading around $28,000 to $29,000. This is going to be an important level to be breaking. I think it's going to be a tough level to be breaking above. Like I said, if we're going to be moving down here, come back to 25.2k, I'm longing Bitcoin. And if we break above this level and flip it into support, I'm also going to long Bitcoin as well. So there's going to be many trading opportunities. On the VPVR, so on the volume profile range, we can currently see that we're still trading in a low volume range. So it can mean that there could be very big fluctuations up or down, since there's, just not a lot of data between these levels. And Bitcoin usually just tends to move through these levels very quickly. Also, if there's going to be no interest rate hike at all here, I honestly do still really think that we could break above this level very quickly. And that could be the catalyst for Bitcoin breaking back in towards that 30k region, what is going to be very bullish for the market in general. So yeah, that is going to be a thing I'm watching for on the weekly time frame. We can currently see that we are actually confirming the weekly inverse head and shoulders for Bitcoin. We created that left shoulder, we created that head, we created the right shoulder, and currently we broke above the most important supply zone. We broke above this critical weekly resistance. We broke above it with a significant candle with significant volume as well, what is definitely a good thing to see here. And basically how you trade this is you wait for the retest, you long the previous supply zone that currently is flipping into the demand zone, and that is basically the catalyst towards the upside. But currently on the weekly time frame, this is a clear weekly reversal structure for Bitcoin, and I am very excited about it. And to be exactly talking about the price target is coming in somewhere around $40,000. What is making it absolutely insane? An insane price target towards the upside, and in my opinion, it's going to be a very nice ride towards the upside. And honestly, I've been saying it for quite a while right now already, but Bitcoin bull markets usually tend to start due to the Federal Reserve printing money, and they're printing money again. The key bearish argument for the Federal Reserve is doing quantitative tightening. They're building off the balance sheet is a very bad argument right now here, because like we do know from the past, the Federal Reserve could do quantitative tightening, but at the end, usually it ends with a parabolic run-up because they have to save something. Just like in the pandemic crash, just like in the financial crisis of 2008, and just like the banking crisis of 2023, it is all happening over again. Looking quickly at Bitcoin, the Bitcoin dominance is absolutely skyrocketing. Why? Is because I personally think there are a lot of real money from the banking industry is flowing into Bitcoin, not necessarily altcoins, it's flowing into Bitcoin. And you can see that the Bitcoin dominance really saw a significant rally towards the upside and almost is back on 48% here. And it's basically risen more than 8% in the past week here. And you can currently see that it is approaching this very important top side of resistance. What is very important to look at, because that 48 to 49% region for the Bitcoin dominance is an important level. And if I'm looking at the Bitcoin dominance, if we break above this level, we're probably going to see more upside for the Bitcoin dominance, what is definitely a lovely thing to see here. But it's also going to be potentially indicate that this is a good time to potentially start playing some altcoins, because altcoins is a good time to accumulate once the Bitcoin dominance is high. And we can currently also see in the altcoin index is that it is definitely Bitcoin season, but you buy altcoins in Bitcoin season to get the maximum gain. So I am very excited, and I've said it several times before. Usually what happens, first Bitcoin rallies, and once the rally stagnates, then altcoins tends to rally. And if Bitcoin then rallies further, altcoins are going to absolutely blast off. So I personally think it's not necessarily a bad time to be looking at altcoins. Bitcoin, of course, is at critical resistance. Maybe we should wait for Wednesday to clearly see what the monetary policy is going to be for the Federal Reserve. But yeah, it's definitely going to be a very interesting week. It's going to be a very volatile one. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I will be live streaming this Wednesday. I'll see you guys tomorrow back on another update video. And of course, if something happens important later today, I will be jumping live. But anyways, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.